took a trip. I marked 40 by taking a trip and going to the water. And that was important because I feel most at peace when I'm near the water. So I went back to where I had been 22 years before that, starting off in school, and went back to Tampa and Tampa Bay, and just enjoyed the salt water and the fresh air and just celebrating something from my past and kind of coming full circle 20 years later. A piece of advice I would give my 20-something self is believe that you have what it takes to get it done. I have often thought, I want to do some great things in my life, but it's not time yet, or I don't have enough experience, or do I really have something to give to those out in the world? And at this point, I would say, yes, you have something incredible to give to the world. Trust that you do, believe in what you have, and move forward. Ask the questions, meet people, and be brave enough to take those courageous steps forward. I do have a bucket list. I have a big bucket list, and one of the important things that I've already checked off is to swim with sharks. I was able to go to Tahiti in French Polynesia not too long ago and face a fear of going deeper in the water, so about 60 to 100 feet down, and having black tip and tan tip sharks around me. And the bonus on top of that was manta rays dancing all around. It was magical and incredible, and I'll cherish that moment forever. Where I felt the most confident in my life so far, and why, is when I'm on stage. I grew up singing, and the minute that there's nerves always getting to that point, but the minute that I'm stage and I'm locking eyes with those in the audience and I know that we're connecting, I am completely at ease, completely at ease. And it's really funny because my leg might be shaking in the midst of it, and yet my soul is at ease and at peace, and I know I command the room and that I've got what I need in that moment. There are several myths I'd like to bust about being a woman over 40. But I'll start with this one. Don't feel like your time is up. There's something about being a woman, the minute that you see these wrinkles, or the minute something seems out of place, there's a fear that your time is done. And I would just want to say no, embrace where you're at. I feel more confident, I feel more myself in my 40s than I did in my 20s and my 30s. I was trying to figure out so many things. I love my body now. I love my eyes and my smile, and there are more wrinkles and there are more things to pinch, in areas, and yet I am so proud of the woman I am today, and I didn't know the woman I was 20 years ago. So embrace who you are in this moment, and your time is not up. For me, it's just beginning. I don't think women over 40 are represented enough in marketing across the board. And pharmaceuticals, yeah, but it's funny, it's not even that peak age of really getting to that sweet spot in our age. It's like you're either 60 plus or you're 25 and younger. And there's this need for this, there's something about hitting 40 and 50 where I just think people blossom. They come into their own. I would love to see more marketing around that. Feeling beautiful now is about knowing who I am right now and putting on a piece of clothing or a piece of jewelry that I already know is just an embodiment of who I already am. When I put on a pair of jeans that feel great, and I get my hair done and I put my makeup on, for me, those things are important. I feel absolutely stunning, and I walk out and I know that I command a room. I know that I have the confidence that I need to walk into any area. I feel beautiful because I know what suits me and what doesn't at this point in my life. our generation is perceived by younger generations, I think, is looking older. I think they think, well, they've already done something. They don't have the patience, is the way I think it's perceived. And yet, I really do think there's something about women coming behind other women in solidarity that is shifting, where there is a desire to get to know older women. There's a desire to understand where they're coming from. There might not be the patience. I think there's always a gap there. And yet, I think we're starting to have these dialogues where we're understanding the difference in age gap doesn't mean there's a wisdom gap or that there's a lack of interest. If we could all come together and just champion each other, there's so much for each of us to learn. Totally different than last night and this morning. I was excited, but there were just so many other things. I think it's just getting in the moment. I think it's incredible to celebrate women at all stages and wherever they're at in their life. I think we do a lot of focus on our youth, and so to have this opportunity to start looking at the maturity and the wisdom that comes with the decades and getting older, I feel so privileged to be a part of this and so honored to be able to just give my little piece of whatever this is